Ladies and gents, welcome to the losers semi-finals. We've got in the blue color Wombat Combat as well as Sniper. They're together. Daddy's home. It's Shipmaster and Forge for this team, and actually the other team is doing the exact same thing, except it's Shonagon and Skynard, who are probably drunk. And while we're at it, let me fix that headline over there. Follow this rabbit meanwhile. Stick on to it already. Holy. Okay, my controller doesn't want to behave. Now we got it. Finally. Welcome to the Rising Star League. This is where the pros can't go, but everybody else can. That's better. 100 pounds are on the line. Although we're going to be discontinuing this format because there's not enough viewership for it, sadly. We'll be focusing on the Pro League. I think you guys like that. Maybe you can squeeze in an extra Pro event as well. Either way, we promised this event will happen, and here it is. Gotten to play a lot against Wombat Combat on ladder. He's really good at ones. I can't really take the guy. But I wonder how he does in 2v2s. I haven't seen that much. He's a busy guy. He normally doesn't play in our tournaments. You know, family man, plus work, all that kind of business altogether makes it hard for him to commit to a whole day. But today he is here. So it's party time. Never heard much about Skynard, but he's definitely performing admirably, and Sean obviously has been around for a long time. He climbing. He climbing. I can only encourage people to you know, join our competitive community. It's really fun. The tournament formats are just so good. It's way better than ladder, I promise you that. Because it's not just you playing against the most overpowered leaders all the time, and half the time it's Cutter. Because every noob and their friends are playing Cutter, right? Especially in 1v1s, but there's a mix. The leaders are never doubled up on, so if you ever get like double rushed by Decimus in 2v2s and it's like, okay, they're both in the vortex you now, that's a horrible experience, is it not? Here in the tournaments, that's not allowed at all. You have to mix your leaders up, so it's just a more diverse experience, and you get to think more about combos and not about how to abuse the same leader power. By doubling it up. Unfortunately, the ladder is a lot like that, but there are some very strong synergetic builds that, you know, people use even in ladder. I mean, this is definitely one of them. Like the Shippy Forge combination is just such a good mix. The Ghosts are a little more mobile than the Forge Hog. If they fight together, the Forge Hog protecting the Ghosts, giving them a bit more armor, is very, very meaningful actually. And later on, when your Shipmaster can add in Raves and you've got your tier 3 Forge Hog, well, those two together are just absolutely mean. And of course you can do nasty leader power combos with pretty much most of the leaders. Shipmaster, especially with his displacement, is nasty by himself already with displacement and beam, but you combo that with the other leader stuff, or just scatter bomb, for example. That's just brutal against vehicle play anyway, especially with ammo around. You might not be able to play vehicles against this. Do we have heavy metal for this? So far, Sniper doesn't cast it, apparently. He manages to avoid getting suicide grunts in his face. And Wombat Combat has a huge amount of ghosts, so it seems that he can keep this under control very quickly. Shawnagon's base is gonna be gone. Bombs aren't that painful there, but the Forge Shock does get pretty low in the end. We've got a beam there. It's clipping into those red ghosts very badly, for sure. I think these guys might have just lost everything. The Forge Shock running away, picking off several extra ghosts on his way out. Oh my. Well, Sean's gonna try to buy it back, but I don't know how he's gonna hold it. He's even got a Mexican generator. That's gonna be a difficult one to keep alive as well. Skynard has reached tier 2. There's gonna be 3 garages, but by the time the units from that arrive, this has been decided already. And to make it worse, Wombat Combat with Raid 2 can just capture all the power nodes now with the ghosts. Looks like Team Red here might have a tier 3 transition. Did I see that correctly? No, it was Wombat Combat. Sorry. Just off of one base. Seriously? No second base for that. I guess he'll queue it up. He's got the minis. It's something, but I still like him very much to grab this. Pick up the power nodes. Take that one as well while he's at it. He'll be fine. Now the Warthogs have arrived. That probably does need some ghost support here. And it looks like they're heading over, but having trouble with pathfinding there a little bit. I don't suppose he split those intentionally. We've got the spirit support as an attack here. Sean, that's a second base behind it, so these guys are not in a terrible spot by any means. I just gotta be really careful with that hunter. If he can make it to the garrison, that would be epic. And it looks like the engineers are protecting them sufficiently-ish. Oh, the rams are gonna make this impossible. You see, after the engineers have left, that could have been much better if they just get in. But these guys have a spirit support too, and the Warthogs just aren't able to really do anything. So they're gonna be leaving. Skynard is starting to get resources too for tier 3, by the way. Sniper, not so much. He has lost his mini over there. But hey, he is getting vehicle upgrade 1. Oh wait, Wombat Combat is tier 3 now. What's he gonna do with it? New base will be needed. No hero, no nothing. But he is gonna start pumping wraiths from a mini. With this many hogs, I think you can take them on. They're gonna be pumped one by one. So definitely Wombat Combat is a little bit on the vulnerable side right now. I'd love to see the harvester upgrades and all that. And he is clicking them. Here too, please. Ooh, that's a really good beam in the choke point. But it doesn't look like they're gonna get the unicorns. You can get a bunch of ghosts, but at 10 minutes in the game, their value is pretty low. So you might as well just fight them and not beam them. The beam has to get some kind of good value, right? And in a choke point like that, you certainly have the opportunity. You just have to really follow the unicorns. They really can't escape. They can be split up against it, of course, but it's difficult. Honor guard from Sean. Did not expect that. It's gonna be super hard stuck in tier 2. I thought he'd like more focus into hunters and their infantry upgrades, but no. Team Red has beautifully recovered, but they're gonna have to deal with tanks now. Especially as Wombat's second big base here is getting all fixed up. Sniper kind of hasn't been doing much for a while, right? Like he's got a handful of hogs and oh wow. Actually that beam is scary. That is very scary indeed. Tier 3-4 truck, however, from Skynard, that should mean something. Both spirit supports get called in at the same time. Unicorns should protect here pretty good. Strike. Wombat Combat can't answer you. He's in the game. He's right there with the American flag playing shipmaster. Watch closely, buddy. You might need it. Didn't get much done there because there is a watchtower already. Wombat, however, does not have that. This honor guard could maybe tickle an extractor to death or something. And he's starting. Could work out. Ooh, the 4-truck is getting super weak. Can it escape? It's trying to. Oh my god. Please go away towards the back. Oh my goodness. That is way too close. No. Hunter's hunting. Oh, one of them went down. The engineer was actually healing the wrong dude. That's quite unfortunate. Oi, what's this then? What's all this then? Skynard apparently has a vulture license. If they can pop out here to snipe Sniper's base, then the Sniper becomes the sniped. Could very well happen. Now there is gonna be a force here to get rid of the honor guard, but he's faster than them. It'll be fine. The vultures remain hidden for now. I bet Skynard would love to add a 5th one. Just make sure that base stays dead. He's on it. He's on the job. They're not gonna stay hidden though. Ooh, good hit on those hogs. This warthog could actually level up if he just stood still. He's constantly getting moved. It's all good. Sean's still messing with those wraiths. He's funny. Didn't need to do that, but hey, why not? LDX getting deployed. Okay, please destroy that UNSC base, guys. It's time. I mean, what are they gonna do about it? There's no engineer bubbles, it goes down immediately. But there are their own vultures, I suppose. It's Not trivial. They're gonna all go. If there's heavy metal as well, this is gonna absolutely get deleted. Here we go. They're gonna get some counter nukes, but the base goes down immediately. The vultures through heavy metal don't care. The sniper just lost his front base. And these guys can just leave. Like, you don't have to fight here. You said you have to fight. Just leave. Oh yeah, scatter bomb on top too. With ammo round slowing everything down. This is perfect. Beaming into the vultures too. Well, both of the vulture groups get beamed, but it seems to me the blue ones are gonna lose out overall. They might get Fortrog snipe with that nuke that's just getting launched. Then they'll have to deal with more of them here. Oh wait, there's engineer support for the Reavers. I guess they'll make it. The Fortrog has been destroyed as well by the looks of it. Thanks to the flanking forces. 2v1, to be fair. Sean hasn't been doing much. He's got a 7 slot here now, but guess what? All the vultures are coming back. So that was a great fight by Mr. Skynard. How are we doing with upgrades? No, he's just pumping for now. Right? Yeah, I think so. Fortrog is coming back too. A comfortable trade, I'd say. Now spirit support gets called in. With so many hunters, you just can't go vehicles anymore. Can't be done. Hunter might go down, but the engineers just in the last possible moment save it. Beautiful, beautiful work, and the mini base gets destroyed, and the vultures get to do another round. By the way, where are Sniper's vultures? Now they can go together if they want to. Here come the nukes. Oh god, that's pretty strong, but they all get survived. That's insane. And the counter nukes are just stronger because of upgrade differences, I suppose. Fortrog can finish off some of these vultures himself without even losing a shield. That's insane. Oh, sniper's done. That's game 1 right there. Already put away with so many upgraded hunters, many of them veterans. The vehicle ground army of a shipmaster also can't do much, and we're getting even a very nice displacement there, forcing a teleport back. And of course the vultures can open up on the main here. Combat is definitely on the struggle bus by himself. Can't be 2 players. That is not possible in an RTS game once things start to snowball. Just can't fight an army twice your size. Doesn't matter how much you micro. Did he just drop Kodiaks on this? How did that get here? It's not even veteran, it's not a drop, it's a created Kodiak. Oh god. Yeah, the entire army just got annihilated. Combat's going out with a bang. And a quick sneaky teleport, but that's gonna be that. They'll be back. Nice, Sean adding in a quick teleport there. Good scatter bomb, beam, nuke. Combo will erase the base. Eventually. Eventually is now. Ladies and gents, we've got Wombat Combat in the blue with a generator first, so expect a fast hero from him. And Sniper as well, maybe. We'll have to see. That's wild. They're playing as Atriox and Cutter, and on the other side we got the same, but in the reverse. So Sean is playing Cutter, and Skynard is playing Atriox. Everyone's going Gen first, so as to get a hero fourth. Except Sean, who wants the mini, and Sniper, who wants the mini. So that's where they'll be making the UNSC infantry, maybe. Typically this is something that Banish wants to pick for brute production, but it might be difficult to do when you rush the hero, so they'd rather not. Sean's gonna get his infantry from home. Just make this pad. That makes sense. So much safer that way. It's just a shame to not have the brutes in the middle. But do you know what Atriox can do? Atriox can do a cheap base a little bit after the hero is done upgrading. So you could play with that. Of course, that means you're not going to have countermeasures or plasma mines. So might need to make some sacrifices. Meanwhile, Sniper's going for a double barracks. That's a little bit out there, but could work out. We'll see. For now Sean isn't doing anything like that. They could be overwhelmed by this, actually. Really like the quick power node capture on both sides. As you're right next to the healing zone, you can just very quickly kill the sentinels, heal your grunts, capture the node, and benefit from an initial power surge. Sean is already on it with the middle power node as well, while Sniper is taking care of the left one. But Sean was a little bit faster. That's an extra double-digit amount of power. Every little bit counts. And another one. And some of the power nodes taken then. With Team Red having a small advantage here. Because the Team Blue is gonna have more snipers down the line. Might make all the difference. Another thing that will make a big difference is the micro. Look at that Chosen shake. Shake it, shake it, shake it. Or as we say over here, wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. Snipers actually did not go down to that. They beautifully survived. Sean sniped the enemy snipers. Which is funny because he's playing against Sniper. And Sean is doing it better, I have to say. Look at that. He did it again. And again. Team Blue is wrecked. They barely have a chance to get out of this. Oh my god, lost a hero as well after all those snipers. It's disastrous. Got some brutes coming up now. Okay, Sean might lose the mini, but with just how much control they have over the map, able now to take a fourth power node over. This could very easily snowball from here. They're gonna save the mini? I think they can. There's an engineer. No way, dude. Epic. Okay, that brute's annoying in particular, but he's also dead now. Snipers put so many resources, or potential resources, into this that he's now not gathering. Turn that into a generator, but it might be too little too late. The problem is when you do this, and it doesn't work out, and you get owned like that, who's gonna hold that generator for you? Because the snipers and the Chosen are now controlling the field. If you add in an ODST drop to this, I think you just lose your generators. That's bad news. So probably Drunk is actually epic. As a team, it looks like they'll be at least 3rd place at this rate. But maybe Wombat Combat and Sniper can cook up something real quick. They have many snipers this time. So perhaps they can have a better fight. You just gotta be really careful with clumping them up. It's super important for the cutter players to save up for ODST right away. And drop them actually right into the snipers. Because if they can manage to do that, not only will they be stunned, but the ODST guns are actually highly effective against snipers. They'll destroy their health. Could pick them off pretty quick. You can mix them with chopper rams, then, well, so much for the snipers at that point. I really like from Sean that he got grenades against that chopper business for the exact same reason that I just pointed out. Let's see how that sniper micro will work out. Exactly, the ODSTs into the snipers. They're stunned. The snipers are picking them off. The ODST guns also have killed one. It's just unfortunate he didn't keep their guns trained on him. He turned around instead. Slight mistake, but manageable. As there's only 2 left. 3 left, excuse me. It would be easy to run this down. Alright, just don't clump up. Oh, the hero is dead. They're giving up, that's it. Probably Drunk is probably not drunk. GG. We want to thank our website patrons. This is by far the best way to support MetaPlays. Your contribution helps keep the project sustainable and allows us to produce more and better content. If you aren't yet a patron, check out our link in the description and get in touch to collect your perks. We will see you the next time.